angels, it's Hailey Reese, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so beyond grateful that you are here, and I really do hope that you're having an absolutely incredible morning, afternoon, or night, whatever it is for you when this video finally reaches you. Today's video is one that I am really looking forward to diving into with you here on my channel, as this video has come so highly requested, and understandably so. Missing kids, panicked parents, and mysterious ice cream trucks late at night. Something isn't right, but what's the truth behind it all? Today, we're exploring exactly that, and a reality that goes far deeper than you could even imagine. Now, before we get into today's video, I do just quickly want to remind you that I'm uploading a new video every single day. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with all of that being said, it's time to explore the dark side of our world and the unexplainable late night ice cream trucks.
Please keep safe and stay alert. If you see an unmarked ice cream truck at night, do not approach. Trust your intuition. I repeat, never approach the masked man, and always report suspicious vehicles.
You hear it before you see it. The familiar tune that brings memories of your childhood as it rings. Kids go running, laughter can be heard, and there's a cheerful echo of summer all around. One that could only mean one thing: the ice cream truck is near. For decades, these rolling dessert machines have brought smiles to children's faces and sparked nostalgic joy in adults. Now, for me personally, as a kid, I loved nothing more than running out my grandparents' door at the sound of the ice cream man to get my whole family ice cream. And as I've got older, Tyler's local ice cream truck became an anniversary tradition of ours. If I'm not mistaken, actually, it might have been our first or second anniversary that had the ice cream truck at the center of it. So needless to say, the ice cream truck has been a family staple for as long as we can remember. But lately, it's gained a new level of popularity for a disturbing and unnerving reason. Now, this all started when eerie and unsettling ice cream truck encounters started to surface online. Now, the first reports seemed harmless enough. A Reddit thread here, a TikTok clip there, where people were sharing these odd encounters with their local ice cream trucks. But then more and more of them came forward, and it started to become far more sinister than just a coincidence. Now, one of the first things that was reported was the strange timing of it all. Trucks were showing up late at night, long after kids had gone to bed, playing their music at half speed, or even just sitting there in total silence. Now, this caught people's attention pretty quickly. I mean, it didn't make sense for an ice cream truck to be out in the middle of the night playing its off tune and yet not selling any ice cream. Not to mention that the music was meant to draw children in, and at the late and early hours between midnight and 4 a.m., well, children are meant to be fast asleep and safe in bed. And this wasn't just an isolated experience either. It seemed like there was a rise in these off-hour ice cream truck encounters, and that started to leave people feeling really unsettled. But the reports didn't stop there. They kept coming, and things only got stranger. People described seeing ice cream trucks parked in the same spot for hours, engine running, lights off, further sharing that the drivers didn't look right at all. Some were reported wearing masks that just covered their faces, while others were wearing eerier and far more disturbing masks. Then there were others that were sat with their engines running, lights on, and yet no actual driver in sight. In more than a few cases, people investigated further and learned that the trucks weren't even selling any ice cream. So the trucks had no menu and no prices. They were just an ice cream truck exterior with dark and tinted windows and this slow, ominous, looping jingle. Now, when you really sit back and think about this and picture yourself in the shoes of those people, this is absolutely traumatizing. Imagine it's after midnight, the neighborhood is quieted down for the night, and you begin to hear this slow and eerie jingle of the ice cream truck. And yet when you look out the window, you realize that there's no customers, no license plate, and it's just a masked driver watching you. It really sounds like a horror movie, doesn't it? But there have been countless experiences surfacing online that say otherwise, that say this is very real and is happening all over. There's endless videos with millions of views, and yet everyone's asking the same question. Who is driving these trucks, and why are they showing up at the hours when no one is buying ice cream? It sounds like it should be some sort of collective paranoia, but these experiences are cause for concern and should be taken seriously. When we examine the world of ice cream trucks, there is a dark history within it. For an example, in 2019, the NYPD uncovered a ring of trucks with far more than just frozen treats. Packed between the popsicles was a whole lot of illegal drugs. And that too was far from an isolated incident. More ice cream trucks than you would think have been caught operating without permits, hiding illegal goods, and evading inspection. And a quick Google search really just adds to that concern. For an example, in North Carolina, the police charged a man for using an ice cream-style van to lure and assault children. Authorities said the vehicle had popsicle imagery that was used to commit crimes against minors. In Massachusetts, there was a case where a teenage girl reported a truck marked just ice cream, stopped and tried to talk to her when she walked home alone. Police investigated and described the situation as suspicious, which it is. But looking further, there are countless cases involving the endangerment and harm of minors from Australia to Scotland and all across America, where at the center of it all was an ice cream truck. So people do have a right to be weary. But then it gets even deeper with the viral videos that claim in Virginia the ice cream trucks are involved in child abductions. This theory runs deep, and you can go down that rabbit hole, but I do want to note the Virginia State Police explicitly denied those claims, saying they had no evidence to support them. However, back in early August of 2025, so this past August, a wave of alarming posts began appearing across TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and other platforms, claiming that dozens of children were going missing in Virginia. Some saying as many to 50 to 100 kids had vanished in over a week, emphasizing that no Amber Alerts had been issued, heightening suspicion that something sinister was in fact being covered up. Now this, paired with the sudden appearance of videos showing all these ice cream trucks driving through communities in the middle of the night from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. with their music playing, lights on, windows dark, and signage unclear, raised suspicions. To many viewers, it looked creepy, and quickly these trucks became a central figure in the rumors. What if they were being used to lure children? Now, when we take a look at online data, it shows that during the time period of August 3rd and August 9th, 2025, 88 children were reported missing. Now, this number sounds super high, and I mean, it definitely is, but it is said to be below Virginia's weekly average of about 98 children reported missing. And it was said that many of these cases did involve runaways who returned home or were otherwise located. Amber Alerts or other missing children alerts weren't issued in most cases because legal criteria wasn't met, as there was no evidence of forced abduction, no sign that the kids were in any imminent danger, and often insufficient verified information to send out public alerts. Now, regarding the ice cream trucks, the Virginia State Police did state they had no evidence connecting any ice cream truck to missing child cases. No investigations were underway involving such trucks in relation to these disappearances. Now, I do feel it's important to include that Virginia reports all missing children cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, including runaways, which does drive the number up compared to some other states. There are many theories, though, circulating with the idea that the missing children and their link to the ice cream trucks is being covered up. There are some people going as far as to include the fact that in their theory, police cover-ups are at the center of it all. But again, no solid evidence has supported that or has been brought forward. However, the disturbing ice cream truck sightings have continued to grow. One user on Reddit claimed that they were walking their dog around 11 p.m. when an ice cream truck turned onto their street. It had no lights, but the music was blaring. He waved as the driver passed, but received no reaction until the ice cream truck drove back around the block toward him again. This person grabbed their dog and quickly ran, but didn't feel right about it. Another TikTok user claimed that they too found a terrifying ice cream truck and could actually hear the cries of someone inside it. But apparently the driver had taken off before they could call police. There are many people who claim they were lured towards these sketchy ice cream trucks with the promise of free ice cream. In some videos stating that they were told they had to come inside to get the free ice cream. Now, I don't know about you, but that just screams stranger danger. You don't get in the truck for the ice cream and you don't go to the trunk for the puppies. But this was happening and being documented by many people.
Hey girl, come here. You want some free ice cream? Yeah,
Free ice?
We got a bunch. We got everything you can imagine. What'd you like?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, come on in. Come grab it.
I have to come in.
Come on, grab it.
You're supposed to give it to me.
No, well, it's free. No, you gotta come grab it.
In some videos, there are ice cream truck drivers who are acting really suspicious, but then proceed to cover their faces once they realize that they're being recorded. And there have also been reports of groups of ice cream trucks driving around with their terrifying music playing in the late hours of the night with no explanation. I mean, think about it, guys. Why would any ice cream truck, let alone a whole group of them, be playing their music in the empty streets of the night when their target audience is supposed to be sound asleep in the surrounding homes? Now, there are so many videos of these late night ice cream trucks that there really feels to be something deeply disturbing about them. Even if they are not linked to the missing kids directly, it still doesn't explain the mass amounts of sightings or the purpose of these late night appearances. And I do just have to note that I feel bad for those making an honest living with their ice cream trucks, because this is surely not a great look for the entire community or the ice cream truck business as a whole. But it really does lead you to be reminded of the importance in being aware of your surroundings and paying attention to warning signs. Obviously, if it's late at night and there's an ice cream truck with a masked individual, I would not suggest approaching it, nor would I ever suggest that anybody get inside of an unknown vehicle with the promise of ice cream. I mean, when you really think about it, anybody could go and purchase a vehicle resembling an ice cream truck, decorate it the way that they want, and play their creepy music to lure whoever and whatever they desire. So what do you think is going on with these late night ice cream trucks? Are you on the side of the internet that believes there's some sort of correlation between these late night ice cream trucks and the amount of missing children? Or do you think it's just an eerie coincidence blown up by the internet? I really, really would love to know all of your thoughts, theories, and opinions down below. One thing that I do want to note is that in some of the videos I was watching, there were people who had associated these ice cream truck videos with the missing persons posters, claiming that they matched one another, basically saying that the individual in the video was one of the individuals that was reported missing. but a lot of people have said that these are hoaxes. If you guys do want me to dive into a part 2 where we go even deeper with these ice cream trucks, make sure to let me know. But that is basically these late night ice cream trucks and missing kids and everything to do with it up until this point. If you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my content, I would love it more than you could ever know if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button, and please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am uploading a new video every single day, so if you do enjoy my content or would like to see more of me, make sure that you're subscribed down below or that you're checking in every single day, as there will be a new video ready for you to enjoy. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness, and until tomorrow, I love you. Bye, guys, and stay safe out there.